Good afternoon. I'm Mark Hall with DC News Now. We're cutting into your regularly scheduled program with breaking news as we continue to follow this morning's apartment building explosion that injured at least a dozen people. Right now, Montgomery County officials are hosting a news briefing to explain where the investigation currently stands. Let's listen in.
There still is and will be for quite a period of time a smoldering fire in the building. In the debris, the rubble pile as we would call it, there will be small pockets of burning material for several hours or maybe even a day or more to come until we are able to get to that and put water on that. So you will still see smoke throughout the building. Victims information, no changes. No changes since we last talked. Okay. If you need me at the end, I will provide those specifics. The number of buildings remain the same, 824, 826, 828, and 830. One of the activities that Fire Rescue has engaged with since our 10:30 briefing is we have had Fire Rescue personnel go through, or they're still in the process of going through, all of the units in the 700 and 800 block of Quince Orchard Boulevard. All of the even number units, which would be on this side of the street behind us. They have gone through all of the common spaces in those units, and there is no active leaks, there is no active gas concerns in all of those buildings. The residents, when they come back to this complex tonight, and those that are able to reoccupy tonight, should feel safe that fire rescue personnel have gone through those units and have checked those units on all common areas. If there's any questions, any of those residents, immediately call 911. Fire rescue will be out to assist them. Updates in the last about 45 days, we have looked through the call information for this complex. As I answered a question earlier, there was no previous call today, and there was no previous calls in the preceding days here. There was one call back in the late parts of September for a gas leak in 826. No other calls since September 22nd at 826. No other calls in 24 or 28. Operations currently on site. As I said, the gas has been shut off. Structural engineer has arrived. It's an update from our 10:30 version. They have and continue to assess the building and determine how the building can be addressed, meaning how it can be shored, how operations can go on, around, and inside of the building. Accountability of the occupants. We talked at 10:30 that we were working city officials, county officials, and fire rescue investigators working to identify, make contact with all of the folks in these buildings, 26 and 28, as our primary. As of now, all of the occupants of 828 have been contacted. All of the occupants of 828 have been contacted and are accounted for. There is one unit in 826 that we still have not made contact with. I said earlier there were 6 units per building, so that's one unit of the 6 in 826 we have not been made contact with, and investigators still are working diligently to make contact and identify those occupants' location and their safety. One more nugget before I pass the information on to HHS and Patrick. Again, operations will continue for quite some time as we work to stabilize the building, begin investigative efforts, continue to put the fire out. So this will not be completed today. It'll be a multi-day event. Let me have Patrick come up and talk about the HHS team that's at work in helping these residents, and then we'll come back for questions.
All right, first, my comments are going to be focused on the human services impact, what we're going to do to assist the residents, but also in what we're going to do to assist the folks in fundraising funds to assist the residents in their next step recovery. My name is Patrick Campbell. I'm the Senior Planning Manager for Mass Care Operations. Today at 3 p.m. we will open up a reception center and a shelter. at the Activity Center at Borough Park. The address for that is going to be 506 South Frederick Avenue, and that's Gaithersburg. At that site, we'll offer the opportunity to work with folks on next steps for their housing, recovery, check-in, food. We'll also continue to provide crisis services. We'll also have medical staff on board to assist folks with medication and things like that. So that's going to be a critical site for providing ongoing care. We'll also continue to provide services just at the community center here on site. For fundraising, that is a huge part of assisting these folks in recovering. The website for the fundraise is going to be housed by Montgomery Housing Partners. The webpage for that is mhpartners.org, and then it's /Gaithersburg Fire /.
Can you do that again?
Yep. So the webpage is mhpartners.org /Gaithersburg Fire. That will be the county's primary site for fundraising. People often ask us, how much does that fund go towards the residents? 100% of that fund is provided for the residents. We have a recovery team that will continue to outreach to the community. Recovery starts today, but HHS will be with these residents throughout the coming months. Our goal is to work on our short-term needs, dealing with their crisis needs, and then long-term housing solutions for these residents. That's everything from assisting folks who do have insurance or folks who may not have insurance, and that will be long-term assistance. But best place for any residents to start is to show up at Borough Park today and check in with our team. Any residents who may not be here today, we will work through, reach out to them. We have a residence list, we'll call them. But you know, HHS is here to support those residents in long-term recovery needs. At this point, I don't have a full count. We're in the middle of doing a screening because we want to make sure before we give out a number that we have an accurate number. And sometimes you may have family members visiting. You might have you know, an extended family that's in tow, so we're just not 100% sure on the final number.
And these are condos and rental units?
Yeah, so it's very common. People do subletting some of their condo units. So there's going to be some rental units within here, some that are owned. So that's why sometimes I want to make sure our numbers are correct before we say a name, a number.
Sorry, the name of the center one more time.
It's the Activity Center at Borough Park.
BOH?
Yeah, so it's spelled BOHRER.
Gaithersburg High School.
Yeah, and it's right next to Gaithersburg High School. Yeah, we'll provide shuttle service as well. We have a mixture of folks. Some folks have cars, they just can't get to them right now. So we'll make sure we'll have a shuttle service to bring them there and back, depending on how long they need to be there. Meals are also being provided here and also at the Activity Center. Most likely, yes.
Fair to say that dozens of people are
That's correct. All right.
So let me expand on Bruce's number of dozens. So remember, we talked about 4 buildings, 6 units per buildings. That's 24 units with the potential occupancy using 2 to 3 persons per unit. You know, we could be clearly at 50 to 75 people impacted because of the 4 buildings. We're still making an assessment on any of the other buildings in the complex, but again, that 24, 26, 28, and 30 will be displaced for the immediate term and maybe for a midterm or more. Bear with me. I'm gonna start over here because I heard that, and then I'm gonna go my right to my left. So let me refresh what we said at 10:30. There's 6 units per building. Based upon the structural damage, all 6 units in 826 are damaged significantly as part of the explosion. The 3 units on the left portion of 828 are also impacted by the structural collapse and the explosion. That's how we get to 9 units, okay? The remaining units in 828 were searched by fire rescue personnel with confidence that there was nobody in any of the other units in 828. As our team has worked through this, the investigators have made contact with all of the occupants in 828. Again, everybody in 828 is accounted for. There is one unit from 826, which is unaccounted for. Does that help and clarify that? All of the other 5 units in 826 are accounted for. Thank you for that. Darcy? Yep. So we did respond. The fire department responded to that event. We are reviewing the information.
And to
on that.
quickly recap what you just heard, no major changes since earlier this morning. 12 people were injured. 2 had serious injuries and are being treated. Among those who were hurt were 4 children. Ongoing care will be provided by the county, and emergency services say that everyone who lives in these buildings has been contacted. Officials say that residents returning to their homes in the area tonight should feel safe, but are encouraged to contact authorities if they feel that there's something that is wrong. And people who live near the explosion and saw it happen tell us that this whole situation was terrifying. We're going to continue to follow this story.